Okay, welcome everybody. Um, right now, I'm going to do a live demonstration on how to recreate a logo. So I got this logo from the images, and if you take a look, it's not high resolution and it's not even a vector image. Now, in order to check if it's a vector image or not a vector image, you can just go to view and then click on wireframe. And this one means to say it's not it's not a vector image, because you can see the jagged edges there. So anyway, I'll go back to enhance, and what I normally do is I do make this transparent a bit, because what I'm doing, I'm going to draw lines on top of this one. So this is my guide. So I go to my transparency tool, and then in my transparency tool, I'm going to click on uniform, and I can also adjust the transparency. Let's just say, okay, so I'm happy with that. So what I can do here, I can also lock the object. So go to objects, lock, and now it's locked. Now where do we start here? I have to analyze the logo first. You get a sphere here, another sphere, and then what we can do, we can what I normally do, I see if there's if there's a symmetry in the logo. So I think it is symmetrical. Okay, so anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to start with this one here, the arc. So I'm gonna go to my ellipse tool, and I'm just gonna have fun here. I'm just gonna remove my snapping, because sometimes it becomes annoying, the snapping of the objects. Okay, so with this one looks fine now, and then I'm going to duplicate that and then bring it down again. And so what I'm achieving here is I'm recreating this ellipse here. Okay, I think it's kind of close. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the smart fill, but take note with this one. So what I'll do, I'm gonna put like a line from here going down, and same thing here going, oops, sorry, I'm gonna do again there. Okay, so that, and I use my smart fill tool, I'm gonna click here. Okay, I'm gonna change the color later, but that's just my initial color, and then I can delete this. I can delete the ellipses. Okay, so I've got that ready. Now this one, right? Okay, so I think the best thing is to, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to recreate one side first and then mirror it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this side here, click, and then click, 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 and then I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna go to my shape tool, and I'm going to make this all curve, and then I'm going to reshape that. Okay, and then reshape this. Okay, that's okay. And then what I'll do, I'm just gonna make sure that this snaps to the guideline, so that when I'm what do you call this, mirroring it, it won't be off centered. Okay, So that's good. So that's that part here. And then I'm going to do this part here. So I'm going to go to my Bezier tool, click here, and then click over here. And I'm just going to close the object. Okay. And I'm going to go to my shape tool. And once again, I'm going to make it curve. And then I'm going to curve this one. Okay. It's good. And then this one too. You just have to be careful here. Okay, so it snaps to the guidelines. Okay, so now we have that, and let's do this one here. So I'm just gonna roughly estimate how this logo look like. Okay, so here. Okay, so there. Okay, and then we can just fix that later. Here, and then I'm gonna go here. Okay, and then I'm going to go here, and then we're gonna mirror that later. Okay, so this one is just random lines like that. I think it looks like a castle. And then, okay, here, and then I'm gonna close the object. So you know if the object is gonna close, if you see the arrow there. Oops, sorry, I was wrong. Bezier, click there, and click here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to my shape tool. I'm gonna make this curve so that I can edit each curve here. So start with that, and then start with this one, and then here, this one looks like that, and then this one here. Okay, this one goes here. Okay, I think that looks good, right? And then I'm gonna go to the inside part. So for the inside part, go to Bezier tool, same thing. I'm gonna go start here, there, and then I'm gonna close that. Shape tool, make that curve. Okay, something like that. Okay, that's good enough. And then for here, same thing. Like this kind of skill is really important for a graphic designer or for a person who likes to learn the skill of graphic design, because with this skill you can really, reshape. You can make vector images, logos, and making a logo vectorized is really important. Okay, so I guess we can just like mirror stuff here. Okay, so we don't have a problem with this. So okay, so I go here, right? And then I go plus sign my keyboard. So that duplicates without an offset. And what I normally do, I just grab this and go like this, and it goes there, right? Or what you can do, since this is already duplicated, you can just mirror, and then you can just grab this one, but make sure you're in view snap to objects, so you can snap this node to the other node there. Okay, so let's do it with this one. Plus sign your keyboard, and then you mirror it and make sure it snaps there. So now what you can do, now you can click here and hold down shift and click the other one, and then you can weld it. Welding is combining objects into a single curved object there. Sometimes this happens, but it's really easy to fix that if you go to your shape tool here, and then so basically I think this is a node. Just delete that node, and then this one, make it, it's best to see it in wireframe. So click on view wireframe, and you can see what's happening here. So I guess I'm just gonna click that and then make it a line there. It made it a line, so it's just like a really tiny line there that we can't even see. Okay, so I go to enhance view. So now this one's welded, and this one I'm gonna weld this too. Select that, and then hold down shift and click select the other one, and then weld it. So here we didn't have any problem. Okay, and then for the for the top part here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to combine all of this first. So go to combine, right? And then I'm gonna plus sign your keyboard, and then I'm going to mirror it horizontally, and then just grab this and then snap to that endpoint. And then click here, and then hold down shift and click the other one, and then weld it. There you go. So now let's make this all black right now. Right? I'm just gonna paste my logo again, so we have like a reference. So we've done the background already. No, except for this nets here. So what we can do with the nets, I'm going to, okay, let's put this on the left side, because I'm going to do the nets logo here. Okay, so for this one, same thing, Bezier, click here, here, click, click, click here. Just want to make sure that my audio is working. Okay, click, 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 and then we go in this side, and we're gonna fix it later, and I'm gonna close the object. So this time we're going to edit some nodes here. Again, view, snap, remove the obvious snapping to objects first, so that we can move freely. So this one, curve, and this one, curve again. There. Okay, so we've done that, and then we just have to do ETS. So Bezier tool, click, click, click. Okay. So graphic design, you really have to have patience. I mean, the graphics software is becoming more powerful, but there's no really shortcut. It's not really instant. And learning graphic design, you really have to practice. And you also have to practice speed too. Speed is very important, because the more you, the faster you create or create graphics, the more money you get from your client or from whatever source of income you're getting. So you master the tools. After mastering the tools, master your speed, because the speed will set you apart from other graphic designers. Because the speed, if I have a company, I actually have a company, but if I am going to hire a graphic designer, of course I'm going to look at their portfolio, require them to submit a portfolio. But so I'm going to curve this first. But if one, say for example, one does really good graphics, but it would take him or her to do it, say, 3 days, compared to the other one can do it like 1 day only, I better pick the other one, which is fast, because clients now, they want speed, right? Okay, so anyway, we've got that nets, and then I'm going to combine this and then remove the outline. Right mouse click to remove the outline, and then click on white, and I'm just going to put it in here. Okay, so now, so for the Brooklyn, so what we're going to do here, we're going to do text to path. So click on ellipse tool. So this ellipse tool is just the basis on where the text will be, where the path would be, right? Okay, like that. I'm not sure if I have that font, but we'll try our best. If not, you would understand. So I'm going to do caps lock. Okay. Yeah, so going back to graphic design skill, very important, is the speed. Yeah, so if I see somebody who has speed, of course, that person should know graphic design too, right? Okay, so wait, before that, what I'll do here, I'm just going to put a spacing. I mean, I don't have the exact font, but you get the idea, right? So I've got a spacing right already, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to text, fit text to path, and then my path would be this one. See that one? It actually previews it, which is nice. Okay, and then I don't need this circle here or ellipse. You go to objects and then break text apart, and then you can delete that one. And then you can go to your text, make that white, and then move it over to your logo. Okay, so we've done that already, and you just have to do this one here. Okay, doing this is really easy too, because it's like circle, right? Circle. So plus sign your keyboard, and then when you're enlarging, hold down shift. Okay, that will give you a nice, yeah, and then this one here, let me try this. So I'm gonna do a different approach here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just make this a line like that, right? And then a line going down. Okay. And then line here going up. There, and then going up. So the idea here is that I'm gonna make this two, actually three, the text, I mean the outline, let's say I'm gonna make it 5 millimeters. Yeah, 5 is fine. And then it should be curved here, right? So we're gonna look for this one. See, the end was fixed, but we want this one to be different. So I think that's the line caps. There, perfect. Line caps, and then click OK. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that white, right? White, and I'll click OK here. And then this one, I'm going to combine that, remove the outline, and make it white. And of course, I'm gonna group this together. Yeah, so, and then now I'm gonna move this over here, and that's it. If I go to view and then click on wireframe, you can see that we just created a vector image of this logo. And go to enhance view. Okay, so that's a logo design. I'm not designing, actually, I'm just recreating. Anyway, for the viewers, any questions, feel free to type in the live chat. Because what I usually do, what I normally do is after my demonstration, I ask the participants to ask me questions, probably just like 5 minutes questions, and then I can start, or end the chat. Okay, so while waiting, just talking about being a graphic designer. I've been a graphic designer for 30 years now, and yeah, and I really started from scratch. I mean to say, like, CorelDRAW is my really favorite one because I used CorelDRAW for a long time, and I use CorelDRAW version 3, and that's where I started. Self-learned. So yeah. So any questions from the viewers? Any comments? Just type in the live chat. If not, I will just end this streaming, and I'll do another streaming next time. I'll just wait for 1 more minute and then see if I have questions, and if not, I'm just gonna end the streaming. And thank you for viewing my short demo.